Hey everyone, welcome to another exciting episode. Let's do some faces and stuff. Let's welcome you to another exciting episode of Feel It Real Fun. My name is Mr. 2020. We've got a very special guest, co-host, companion, partnership, amazingness.
Oh, you have really started. I thought, he hasn't really started.
Hey, you said start.
No, I know. I just thought it was like a setup, but I don't know. It felt... Anyway, you guys.
That's sure there. What the hell?
So it's another exciting episode of Feel It Real Fun for All on the 8th of November, 2024.
Oh, yeah.
And see, this is what I thought it was Emmett's birthday on the 8th of November. So.
Well, according to the Facebook, it was yesterday.
I know.
No, according to the Facebook, it was yesterday. And something else, it was the day before.
Yes.
So we'll go right down the middle. Just
yes.
like the griddle. Talia, Darkery too. Remarkable kids. Oh my God, we're almost done with this year. Wow. Can't wait for the next one and tomorrow. Anyway, we'll be chatting about next year.
Oh, got all
Alex,
Neville
yo.
stuff behind me.
Yeah, that's why we did it this way.
Oh, that's why we're here.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Okay.
So, welcome to another exciting episode, blah, blah, blah. We're going to answer your manifesting questions live, Zuli.
Yes.
And we've got an awesome quote today from the amazing, remarkable Lynn Genro.
Cool.
And we've got cool questions, all except for one.
Yeah.
And that one's twice as cool. You guys get to vote. What's the other thing? And, howtofeelitreal.com. If you're just getting started with us and you find us a little bit more interesting than most people, or at least different, or you think, you know what, they may be helping something, howtofeelitreal.com. And finally, for y'all that want to just play heaps with a group of people and instead of doing it all on your own, and that's going to be a theme today, right? Isolation, right? Joinremarkable.com, right?
Yeah.
Or just go to Reddit a whole bunch. That's up to you. So,
cool.
By the way, Alex and Beth, all these cool kids, we went shopping today.
Did you?
Oh, yeah, it was great.
Did they tune in for the show?
Oh, yeah. So I went shopping today, did a Facebook Live and Remarkable, had a great time, and it just fits in with the whole participant call. And we explored Engage and just had a great time. So you guys that were in that, put up a comment. Did we have a lot of fun? I mean, it was just spontaneous and stuff. Alex is so awesome, wasn't it? Cool. And Darkery, we did go shopping. We bought shit. We bought like all kinds of stuff. They
probably all thought they were tuning in for the show.
Well, they got a show.
A different show.
Yeah, they got a different show. Yeah. Coral was there. Yes. I showed Coral the cheese.
Oh, the Meredith Dairy.
Yeah, she's out of it. Too bad.
Yeah, we've got loads in our fridge.
That's right.
Why I didn't buy any.
I am stocking the piled. So, Victoria, shall we begin?
Yes.
I tell you what, I really like this thing. Like, ready? Let's both swipe aside. Look at that.
Look, there we are.
Yeah, there's our shadows.
Over there.
There's some Nevilles.
And
I'll show you the secret thing. We're going to start putting up a lot of posts from this.
Oh, yes. It might take a while.
So this...
Yes.
I don't know. I don't want them to see.
Yeah, maybe just get it out.
You see this?
Yeah.
This is the manuscript. This is the original manuscript for the 5 lessons. Right? So with all this quote-unquote AI bullshit going on out there, yeah, I'm submitting real Neville, shared by a real guy.
Yeah.
And talk about good fun.
Yeah.
And I suspect that's going to show up in some really cool ways in next year's Remarkable, too.
Cool.
As I digress. So, Victoria, shall we begin?
Well, yes, we've never got a quote, looks like.
Let's do it.
Yes, okay. So Neville says, change your conception of yourself, and you will automatically change the world in which you live. Do not try to change people. They are only messengers telling you who you are. Revalue yourself, and they will confirm the change. All right,
so to change your conception, you change your perception. Let's write that down. And somebody remind me, I'll put that in a TikTok. So one of the things that I've done is I've changed my conception by changing my perception. Because previously I've just perceived TikTok as a bunch of happy, joy chicks doing the shuffle dance. Right? And it's like, oh, I'm actually finding it fun and useful. So, manifesting badass. That's what I am on
That's his
TikTok.
TikTok name.
Right? So,
Yeah.
anyway, you
Cool.
change your perception, you change your conception. If you try to do it the other way, what do I...
It's like you change your direction as well.
And you change your direction.
Not trying to be.
Oh, yeah, look at her.
but
Yeah, we're going to see her show up on the talk, right?
No.
That's what we call it. Us TikTok veterans with like more than 3 videos. Yeah, it's the talk, man.
The talk, man.
It's the talk. Yeah, I'm going to go on the talk now.
Cool.
Anyway.
Excellent.
That's right.
Okay, so we'll dive in now with your questions. And the first one today is from Marty.
Money Marty.
Via email.
Via email.
I can't get the Attitude Money game to work for me. ...
All right.
And Marty says, TT, I keep spending my Attitude Money. Well, you're not meant to spend it, mate. Anyway, sorry. I keep spending my Attitude Money.
You're meant to double it again.
Yeah. Long after I've forgotten to double it up. It just doesn't have a real impact on me. What else can I do? Call me. Money Marty.
All right, Marty, since you keep spending it, I'm going to ask you to invest it, right? Neville Goddard ProsperityPack.com, right? Now, it's got 59 lessons in it. It's got a whole bunch of stuff.
And a sneaky excuse.
Invest a few other dollars and get it printed and bound like a book. I tell you what, hold on. Just make noise. Talk to them.
Well, is it in that book that you talk about investing, spending?
Oh, yeah.
What causes that as
Thick,
well?
yummy paper. What's that little $7 one on money that a lot of people say, I don't know, $7. I had a guy like 2 weeks ago, and he's like looking at bankruptcy. And I said, look, you might want to give this a peek. I wrote back and forth with him for like half an hour. You might want to give this a peek. Right? Fucking crickets. It's like it's $7. Right? Go see an attorney about bankruptcy. You're talking $500 out of your pocket. Right? Anyway, check this out. So when you get it, we don't ship you this. You print this out yourself. We got this done at the Office Works. I put my own damn coffee cup on there, and there's like notes in there and shit. That's mine.
Personal notes.
But anyway, mine.
Yes.
Everybody hashtag mine. Other words,
mine.
otherwise ownership, right? So here's the deal. So there's 59 lessons in there. There's actually 60. There's recordings. You can print that out, all that stuff. But here's what I love about it. You get to put skin in the game. You get to become an investor. Now, from what I can tell, you're an interested, right? So we've got the lowest level of anything is interested. Somebody write that down, Alex. Interested, right? Interested people take a walk down the street.
I know how to spell it. Yes.
You will. You're going to have to put it in there.
Do I have to type? Everyone type in hashtag
Interested, right? So you walk down the street, and you walk past a restaurant, and there's a menu, and you look at it, Heather, and you go, huh? Right? You're interested enough to look at the menu, right? Now, if there's some odors coming forth. Ooh, all right. Now maybe you're moved a little bit, and let's say Giuseppe comes outside and says, says, "Try the gnocchi, right? Gnocchi. Try the gnocchi," and you try the gnocchi, and he just gives you one. And you go, "Wow!" And you, come in, have a seat. Right. So we've escalated through 4 phases there, right? And so here's I couldn't even spell it wrong. Love you. So. Right now, it seems like you're interested in the Attitude Money game.
Yes.
And I want you to go through menu, interested, right? Sniff, sample, and sit down. The other 59 lessons are obvious. They feed into everything. The Attitude Money is just a barometer. Let's see how you're doing. Because if you double it up again, sooner or later, you end up like me leaving the house carrying 10 grand and Victoria going, "You're insane."
I know.
She was not pleased, right? Now, she was also not pleased when I bought the Bimmer for cash because I showed up and I had cash hanging out of my pocket.
I know.
And I went in and said, "Hi, Tom Sawyer." That was his real name for you Americans. It's like, I'd like to buy that car.
Were you Huckleberry Finn?
and boy, we just went back and forth. And he's just looking at him. He's like, "Who's this fucking guy with money hanging out of his pocket?" That's called Attitude Money. Right? And anyway, it was a great car. Had a lot of fun. So here's my thing, right? Move off of being the menu man, right? Dial it up a level higher. Like Victoria said, you could also get that little $7 pack. That might be fun. But
Just when you mentioned about the investing, I couldn't remember.
Oh, yeah, because there's the
where
4
it
money
come
imaginings.
from.
Yep.
But yeah, the
Yeah,
prosperity pack is phenomenal.
Yep.
Money Marty.
Money Marty.
Yes.
So thanks for listening.
Yeah.
And even Neville talks about this. Don't just be a listener. Be a doer. All right, we put these lessons together for a reason. I pull them out once a year for a reason. There's a reason.
So it really is, don't just be the bystander, be the participant.
Oh, yeah, you guys are remarkable.
Yeah.
Again, we're going from
said about
bystander
Neville.
to participant.
Yeah.
In other words, yeah, here's the cool thing. Oh, I want to have millions of dollars to invest. Invest $47 now. Right? Yeah, just skip a couple Twinkies. You can do it. Right, we all have. Meanwhile, Victoria.
Okay.
All right.
So that was for Money Marty.
Yes.
Thank you very much for your question, Marty.
By the way, how much money do you think we save by me not letting you eat 2 meals a day?
It's nothing to do with money. It's what we've chosen to do.
But what do you think we save by not eating 2 meals a day? I mean, I said, Victoria, no more. We're not eating 2 meals a day.
Well, we probably eat the 2 meals in 1 meal, so it's probably nothing.
Yeah. Or maybe we do. Now, here's the cool thing. Ready? A lot of people, they eat memories every day. They eat shit food because they remember having good times eating shit food. And they waste a lot of time eating food and they're
Eating
fat.
cake.
and here's the thing that I do. I look at people and I go, right. By the way, I've been fat. I was very fat a year ago. And so when people tell me and they send me a thing, hey, send my iPhone 14, here's my fat photos, and I say, right, eat less. Right? And don't buy the next new fucking iPhone when it comes out. Start investing instead of spending. Right? What would happen if you ate better food? By the way, Victoria, could you imagine eating 2 meals a day?
No, I can't now.
Yeah, why not?
Well, I do, though, when I go on a holiday with my sister.
Yeah, well, it's because you're eating shit food and it doesn't fulfill you.
Yes.
Yes. But when you eat food that's fulfilling,
Yes.
yeah. Run hey. Thanks for sharing.
Something happened. Let me just do one thing.
Well, you've ruined it again.
I don't know. It just
Okay,
did something funny.
Take the mic.
Sorry. Sorry, you guys.
Hold the mic up, right?
Yes, I'm holding it upright.
Do the fucking thing.
Yes. Sorry, so with the shit food.
Yeah, now here's the thing,
Yes.
right? Eastlink, do not reply. Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, now we get to distract her brain with that. It is not a big deal, by the way, Victoria.
Toll road. Yes.
Yeah, it's just a toll road that we don't use. Here's the cool thing. There's always time and money to invest. I get another guy telling me, I'm not doing Manifesting Mastery course. I don't have 15 minutes a day. Like, all right. How long is your day? Is your day 23 hours and 45 minutes? Yeah, and I'm the asshole. But I digress. Victoria, shall we continue?
Cool. Okay.
All right. By the way, going on to Lynn's question that we haven't gotten to yet, right? Their concept of self is, I'm a busy guy, right? I'm not. Zuli's sharing. Thank you. Thanks,
And
Zuli.
someone else called it, I think Roz or someone said they were sharing.
Renee.
Maybe I...
Renee? No? Somebody else? Somebody else cool.
I might be wrong.
Oh, right. Cool kids.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
Because I can't really see your things from here.
Yes.
All right.
Let's do it,
sorry.
Victoria.
Yeah, so that was good?
Yeah, that's good. That's good
Okay.
enough.
All right.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
You're okay with that?
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
All right, with that.
The next question's from Dream Driven Day Ri Ri, making meaning. And Ri Ri asks, current situation. My brain is adding meaning to a situation and I'm trying to stop, but feels like it's on auto mode. Though I'm not feeling it seriously, but yeah, it's popping in my mind. How do you add a different meaning to it?
Well, I don't. Now, here's the cool thing. Everybody write this down. We are meaning-making machines on one level. There's a part
That's a long hashtag. We are meaning-making machines on one level.
Yeah, everybody hashtag
Okay.
that, right? We are meaning-making machines on one level, Alma,
Yes.
right? And that's okay. It's what we do, right? So I pull up to the end of the driveway, and there's a lot of traffic coming. That just means I'm going to be a little bit later than I thought.
Yes, because you're in my car. Otherwise, you'd just go.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'd just gun at Ethel, right?
Yes.
And so along comes the 14-year-old on a scooter. And he's coming down my sidewalk. It's like, all right. I hit reverse. I back up, let him pass.
Yes.
And the 14-year-old just buzzes past me with like a look of entitlement and disgust.
Oh.
Right? Of course, guess what I'm doing? I'm making up meaning. It's like,
Did
yep.
you go, ooh,
Yeah. Next time we'll nail the horn, right? So it's like, all right, I'll remember what you look like, buckwheat. So we can add in meaning in all kind of ways.
yes.
And of course, here's what happens. So I'm driving over and I'm trying to figure out how do I do this thing with the remarkable crew because I think it'd be fun. And I pull up to the crosswalk, and it's a legal crosswalk where they have the right of way.
Yes.
There's a guy with his bicycle walking in front, like, I'm too sexy for my. And it's like, I stopped. What would it cost you to wave, Mr. Entitlement? Right? And then I can just go into this rant and add meaning about that's the problem in the world today. Everyone's into entitlement. They're all entitled to walk out in front of me. And even if it is their right, let's not be nice because that requires energy. And I can make up all this crazy shit. Right? Or I can have a giggle.
Yes.
Right? I can just shake my head and go, yep, look at me, tempted to be an asshole. For real. Right? Yeah, in other words, that's right. Too sexy for my crosswalk. Right? Or I can just have some fun with it and realize, yeah, you know what? As always, quote unquote, the universe has given me all these stories to share with people. Ways to just exit your bullshit. Now, here's the fun thing. You're adding meaning, and you can have a giggle. And as soon as you stop adding that meaning, maybe you'll add that meaning again, and you can have a giggle. And you'll find you'll add some meaning, and you can add a giggle. And you see, for me, one of the things that I noticed since I've dedicated my life to teaching, sharing, and exploring this shit is I'll go, all right, so what does this mean? Oh, it means I was imagining shit. It means she's an asshole. It means Mark Dockery, blah, 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 him and his purple freaking hair. And I can add in all this crazy shit about you people.
Yes.
Or I can go, wow, So here's a meaning, right? A meaning that comes after the wow. I brought this into my life so I can explore it and fine-tune me. Oh, wow. I brought this circumstance into my life so I can explore it and fine-tune me. Oh, see, I brought this in, ownership, so I can explore this accomplishment. Me. Ow. Right?
Yeah, nice.
So there's a meaning that shows up after I have enough grunts, and then I have a giggle, and then I realize, you know why it's here? There's one cause. What if it was just because I want to get gooder at this?
It's like your quote is revalue yourself.
Oh, yeah, that's not my quote.
No.
Yes.
Oh, okay. It's not your quote, but
right.
it's a Neville Goddard quote. But
That's right.
how
Yes,
it was,
I'm
like,
making,
revalue yourself.
I'm making Victoria wrong.
You're right, yeah.
I'm making Victoria wrong.
Always.
Always. By the way, the predominant pattern that most marriages run is you're wrong. Right? It's your fault and you annoy me. Right? If we can have fun with that, right? You get it? If she says it, I'm just having fun with the predominant pattern in the world. Right? And we get to have fun with this and demonstrate that out because that can apply to all the relationships in your life. And I digress.
Relationships.
That's right.
Yes.
I love our relationship, Victoria.
Cool.
It just makes me want to shower with you.
Yes. So you mentioned manifesting mastery course because we were saying the meaning making machine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
For y'all that are just starting out with us and haven't done manifestingmasterycourse.com those first 3 weeks, right, you'll notice in there that I don't say make up good meanings. I discuss, from what I can tell, it's sort of like panning for gold. Right? You dip the pan in, you start swirling it around, and the shit comes out, and there's some gold there. If you just play with moving around a little bit, the gold shows up. And so do you. So,
nice.
Stay tuned. We'll continue to answer your question and more as Colby has joined the show too.
Hello, Colby.
Welcome, Colby. All right.
All right. So thank you, Dream Driven Day. Riri.
That's
for your
right.
question.
Hey, I'm kicking around. I'm just going to toss this out. I'm thinking about doing a very different little thing with Dream Driven Day. All right, this just hit me while I was playing over at the hot tub. Like doing my...
We sort of already are with the Destiny Project, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. But something like, I don't know, December, January, where it's like, look, I'd like to do Dream Driven Day with a small group without any group calls. But instead of group calls, y'all get 1 or 2 one-on-ones.
Huh?
So I'm just sort of kicking that around. So if we had 5, 10 people, something like that, willing to go, all right, I'll pony up. We'll have a little private Facebook group. We'll put up the 30 lessons. We'll go through them one a day. And, for a particular price point, everyone gets
Two
privates.
privates.
Right? Wouldn't that be interesting? Just a different experience. And for only people that have done Dream Driven Day before.
Right.
Because you've all been on group calls and all that bullshit. So it's like, all right,
Yeah,
you know
because
what?
they're invaluable. Like, the
They're-
first
they're-
time around, they're phenomenal. I
Exactly.
reckon. Yeah.
Yeah. For those who have stolen the course, right? and I know who y'all are out there, David. But right? Yeah. But it's like, hey, I'm not saying a last name.
Right.
Right? But it's like, all right, well, you know what? Yeah, you got the recordings and all that bullshit, but you didn't get to play live. All right. Anyway, that'll factor into the show later. So,
Okay.
right.
Right, next. The next question's from remarkable Pepplehead Mark Dockeray.
Oh, we love purple.
Apparently he's got purple hair. I
No,
haven't
no.
seen it.
He's respectable now.
He's respectable.
That's right.
He's bleached it. No. Okay. The Promise of Neville Goddard. And Mark asks, I'm curious about the promise. Is experiencing the promise a one-time thing, or is it something to experience multiple times?
God, I love this question. So when I first experienced the promise, it was a real interesting series of events, right? Of course, it had my own personal flavor, like the little baby was blue. I was really into Krishna stuff back then as well. So it's like, oh, that's a lot of fun, right? And one of the things that I noticed was, I'll tell you what happened, right? My dopamine system and my myelin systems both got really fucked up, right? So when dopamine gets fucked up in a particular way, it's like you have Parkinson's. You shake when you're still. When your myelin system gets messed up in a particular way, you shake when you move.
So you're just constantly shaking.
So I found myself, unless I was in a very, very particular bandwidth, just always blissed out and always shaky breaky, right? So I'd walk down the street, I looked like I had Parkinson's, right? Or the other one, right? But it was an absolutely fascinating experience, letting everything unwire and rewire. So,
Do you think that's what's happening?
back then,
The unwiring and rewiring?
totally, absolutely, yeah. The
Right.
myelin getting stripped out, just allowing new things to form, and the whole dopamine thing. Because I had no anticipation of the future. I was so damn in the present that no need for dopamine, right? So there's some fascinating shit there, physiological wise. Here's my thing with the promise. Ready? Your mileage will vary because your path is variable. Right? And I get Neville said some very particular things in some lectures where it's like, this is the exact formula, how many days between each thing. And there were some other references where he said your mileage will vary. And I really think it's an interesting thing because...
Your mileage will vary.
Yeah. Your experience will be different than mine.
Right.
So I personally, I'm not a fan of anyone doing the whole thing of... I'm enlightened now. All right, I have arrived. I am utterly humorized when people tell me, well, I understand all this Neville Goddard stuff. I've already mastered all that. Okay. That's all fucking dandy to me. I'd rather just be enlightening than be enlightened. Right? I just want people to have more fun and lighten up a little bit. Be less serious, be less structured. And I honestly believe if you're exploring that, you will rewire. And probably way more than once.
Yeah, it sounds like.
And there are still times to this day where it's like I get up and I can do nothing. And I've learned to be 100% okay with I can do nothing. And then what needs to happen happens. What needs to pass passes. And then it's like, oh, there's some brilliance, let it flow. And then whatever. So my biggest thing with all this, one of the things that I love about Neville with the promise, compared to what a lot of people talk about with waking up and enlightenment and all that bullshit, is going to say it's going to happen to all y'all. It's going to happen to all you. Don't make a big deal about it. It's the most profound series of experiences, and from what I can tell, they do go on and on. But also at the same time, don't make it a big deal about you. It's a big deal about everyone. We all get to realize, and this is my phrasing, you're 100% human, you're 100% divine. And what you really are is the dance between the two. Let the two dance.
So is the promise maybe flirting with the divine of you only? Like, do you know what I mean? Rather than, because you said you're 100% human, 100% divine.
Yep.
When the promise occurs...
Yep, when you have those experiences, insights, revelations.
Is it just not being stuck in, but do you get what I mean, in just the divine? Like,
it really is a recontextualization of everything, right? Because you really get let's face it, as humans, we go, if I don't do something, the world's going to end. 20, you can't give anyone a plastic drinking straw. That's a felony in Victoria. Damn, right? I could sell Coke, right? And I get less of a prison sentence than if I sell a plastic drinking straw. Fascinatingly weird to me, right? Yeah. So as humans, we really get arrogant about, right? As divinity, we get to go, right? Totally different thing. And we really get to, like Victoria says, you're typing back, flirting with the divine, flirting with the divine, flirting as the divine, what is, reaching for what's possible, discovering the dance of you instead of the defined you.
Yeah.
So, great question, Mark. If you haven't seen the show we did, Flirting as God, I don't know if I got it up on the YouTubes yet. There's a couple I still got to get up.
It was only a Tuesday show for us here, wasn't it?
Yeah, so, I don't think it's up on the YouTubes yet, but I'll get it up this weekend.
Yeah.
And it's on my personal timeline on Facebook. Great question.
Very cool. Mark.
Anything you want to add to that, Victoria?
No, and I really love that, flirting with the divine.
Yeah, you said that.
I know.
That's
well, I didn't know if I said flirting or dancing, but yes.
Something like that.
That's exactly what I was meaning.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, now we give her credit. yeah. Kick her fucking legs out from underneath her and hold her up. Okay. Oh, see, I saved you. I'm nice.
Don't say that. That takes me back to memories. All right.
Memories.
Thank you very much,
of the shit we've left behind.
All right.
All right.
Oh, you didn't say it.
What?
Neville said it. You didn't say it. Lynn said it. So the next question...
Yeah, well, but it is Lynn's Neville Goddard quote.
That's what I mean.
That's right.
I didn't get that.
I know.
So the next question is from Remarkable Lynn. Revalue yourself.
Oh, see, now I got the Madonna song. I got one CD in my car. Every time I buy a new car, I buy the Madonna Immaculate Collection Volume 2, I think it is.
Take the CD with you from car to car.
Well, the other one's stuck in the Bimmer with your CD.
Oh, you've got that in that. Oh, right.
Of course I have that in that car. Right?
Of course, my CD stuck in the old Bimmer is My Fair Lady.
Right. Yeah.
Musical. So whenever I took
love miracles,
I'd sing My Fair Lady. Yeah. You'd sing Madonna.
Oh yeah. So I listened to Like a Prayer, and what's the one right after it? Right before it. La Isla Bonita. Oh fuck, I just love those two.
What?
La Isla Bonita.
Yeah, that.
Oh yeah, you've heard it 10,000 times.
Well, I've seen it a lot on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Make me watch it.
Yeah. Hey Victoria, guess what we're watching? My two Madonna songs.
Yes.
But anyway, now I've got Express Myself stuck in my head because of that.
All right.
But I digress.
So now we're going to move on with Lynn's question.
All right.
And Lynn, sent this quote through, which we said at the beginning and we'll say again. Change your conception of yourself and you will automatically change the world in which you live. Do not try to change people. They are only messengers telling you who you are. Revalue yourself and they will confirm the change. And Lynn asks, I'm curious, when Neville says revalue yourself, I'd love to experience more from that.
Valuable and vulnerable to me walk hand in hand. So hit Lisa's question. I love the way these flow. Valuable and vulnerable. I don't look at valuable as in I can charge the most for the pancake.
I see it a little bit like, though it's no doubt even more, but you know when you reevaluate something, so it's like you reevaluate because, oh, hang on a minute, I've seen something a bit different here, or and it could just be in data, it could be wherever it is.
Yep.
But it feels a little bit like that, where then, oh, I'm going to think about this differently now, and it's like that's how people are. It's like they'll reevaluate, they'll see something different, and they revalue. Appreciation. It's like how gold appreciates in value. It's like that.
So when I appreciate her, her value increases. I appreciate you. Not a chance, right?
No.
But me, really honest to God, I walk in today and she shows me what she made for the dog lunch. And instantly I have appreciation for her as a loving puppy mom. And what's it do to you? What's it do to them? What's it do to me? Everything goes up. Right? It appreciates, right? So to reevaluate and see yourself differently is not about talking yourself into something different. I am the greatest. I have the biggest knees in the world, right? It's not that.
No.
It's really, 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 really about. Let's pretend age is elevation, just for fun. Okay, I don't want you to change. I want you to change your altitude. Right? So as a 7-year-old, I will experience something as a 7-year-old does. There's a part of me that's 7. As a 21-year-old, I will experience the same thing in a very different way. As a 45-year-old, I will experience it in a very different way. And it's the same as, and I want you to get how literal this is. For homework today, go lay down in the garden, face down, and look out. That's 0. Okay, a foot up is the age 1. 6 feet up is age 2. 60 feet up is another age. But what if you just played with really getting, so you're all remarkable people. Let me give you homework too. We talked about participant versus bystander. You can participant in any moment from any age. So if I participant with her as an insecure 17-year-old, right, when she says something, it's going to be a shit fucking day.
Yeah.
If I participant with her as a 45-year-old flirtatious fun guy, it's going to be a very different day.
Yes.
As a 58-year-old guy, it's going to be a little bit different. But we're playing with different participants, different parts of you. So if we're going to play with revaluing yourself, Alex says, love this. Yeah, take all this and take it back to the recording of the call we just did. All right, the recording that we just did in Remarkable last couple days ago, Sunday. Play with it. Yeah, notice how we talked about bystander and participant, and now we're giving you options with participanting.
And that's like location, playing with location.
Totally.
For people that, yeah.
It really is differences in elevation. Right? Now, here's the thing. Joe Weldon has been to my house. If Joe sees the house from the road, there's one view. If Joe sees the house from the inside, that's another view. If Joe sees the house by laying down in the Berbice chair, I think you got in the Berbice chair, it's a different house again. It's different perspectives, the same house. So if we're going to play with revaluing, one of the things that I notice people make a mistake with, as far as I'm concerned, they make it all about numbers. Another thing they do is they make it about positive thinking. And I'm just asking you to, here's another way to play. Let's make it up as I go along. We were playing with this earlier this week. Spring, summer, fall, winter. I did this with a private one-on-one this week. Spring, summer, fall, winter. And any moment, you can experience it from your springtime, from your summertime, from your autumn, from your winter. And you can bring so many different pieces of gold to any decision, any experience. And I'm not saying try to figure it out. I'm just saying if I put on, it's my winter time. Whatever the hell that means. I'm going to experience things very differently, Christina, than if it's springtime in me. So many ways to play with this. And y'all that aren't in Remarkable, keep doing your same fucking thing, right? This is where we play in there. And I'll be telling Remarkable kids, make sure you watch this at about, I don't know what, somebody give me a marker, like where we are. But anyway, joinremarkable.com. I think it's plenty.
Cool.
All right. Have fun, Lynn.
Yeah, that's fabulous, Lynn. Good one.
By the way, let's go back to my original thing. Let me see the quote.
Right.
Conception is perception. If we go in our heads and go, what would the greatest fucking email writer in the world do or say? Well, let me see. Right? Yeah, you've entered the black box of hell. On the other hand, if I'm willing to just explore it, right? If I'm willing to explore perceiving the world from someone that writes delightful emails. I'm doing some coaching with someone on this right now, right? Explore that perception. Change your age. If I was writing emails and I was 20 years younger, what would that 20-year-old write? Don't try to figure it out. Find it. Anyway. By the way, what do we call it? We're doing something really cool. 4 calls, Destiny Project. This is different than the last one. We dive back in this Sunday. 4 calls. Go to dreamdrivenday.com. Okay, the Destiny Project, it's pretty cool. We got about 10 people in it right now. I'd love to get up to about 15 just for fun. If we don't, I don't give a shit. But we're exploring some cool stuff there too. A little faster than Remarkable. And that's dreamdrivenday.com. And right now you'll see it'll give you something called the Destiny Project. Listen to the first 30 minutes. I took the first 30 minutes from the first little bit we did, the little intro call. It was like the pre-game thing, so the game starts on Sunday.
Yeah.
Thanks, Alex. But I took the first 30 minutes and put it into a recording that anyone can listen to. And if that doesn't cook your noodle or invite you to something, thanks.
Cool.
Alex, thank you. All right.
Okay. The next question's from Remarkable Frantastic. Strawberry card Frantastic.
Fantastic.
The Sabbath. And Frantastic asks, how do you know if the fulfillment of a desire is being orchestrated by God?
This is fantastic. I was going to look up a quote here, but I didn't have time. Ready?
This is interesting. Sorry, Fran, because I thought, wasn't there just really recently over the last few days, we talked about desire, about, how did it go? With,
I don't know.
Anyway, it's moved from your last question.
Yeah.
Which was to do with, like when things go wrong compared to, do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, problems versus desires.
that. Yeah. It's like it's moved on from that. So, yeah.
Cool. Ready?
Yes.
So every desire has its own plan and power. The end. Every desire has its own plan and power. You don't got... See, there are people that are saying, wait to take inspired action, right? And ask to be divinely guided by the universe, right? In other words, be an alcoholic. And I'm really blunt about this because it's like, right. So for you to have inspired action versus uninspired action, you have to make sure you got to double check and stuff. And I'm not saying Fran's doing this, but I get a lot of emails about this and stuff. And it's like radio. If you got to try to figure out if it's inspired action, not inspired action, should I say this? Should I say that? Should I not say something? Should I just go, it's going to be a really sucky show. Right? Yes. Neville Goddard says, all that you do and all that befalls you comes from your state. If you don't like what's befalling, change your state. If you don't like what you're doing, change your state. So we begin there. The second side of this, which is so cool, every desire has its own plan and power.
Yeah.
When I stop feeling that I have to plan or push, I know I've nailed it. When I stop feeling like I have to figure out a plan and I've got to push. I know, I've nailed it. I'm exploring the transition right now between December and January. All right, the people that signed up for Remarkable a year ago, some will leave, some will stay. Those that leave, I'll miss you. Those that stay, let's party on.
Yeah.
But I'm exploring in my personal life, what do I want to do December, Jan, something like that. And it's like, rightio. And then this crazy idea, let's take people that have done Dream Driven Day and make them an offer. Yeah, 2 private calls, 30 days of that, private Facebook group, and let's see what happens. No group calls. Because group calls around the holidays are a bitch. And it's like, that could be fun. Let me figure out what the price point is. Oh, no, let's wait for the price point to show up. Huh. And then it gets fun. It's so lovely when we let it be fun. So when you nail it, you experience the Sabbath, the day of rest. In the day of rest, you don't got to add your plan to it. The plan just shows up. This whole thought of, hey, what if we did Dream Driven Day without any group calls with people that have already done Dream Driven Day? Give them 1 or 2 one-on-ones. What would we charge for that? That'd be fun. That'd be worth it. Could be cool. What would we explore then? Right? And it shows up out of the blue. It's upside, right? And so how do I trust? How do I know when I'm trusting? When I don't need to add my plan. When I don't need to add my power. When I can just go, all right, here's my offer. Love you. Take it or leave it. Love to play with you. But if I go, radio, I got to write a sequence of 17 emails through this formula and follow this pattern and then use these tricky-ass words. I just don't want to ever get out of bed for that. So that's where we play. This is a really good Fran. We'll continue to explore it as we continue. And Millie, welcome to the show. Darker, he says, when I try to figure it out, I'm not living in the end. When I'm living in the end, the plan shows up. Oh, wow. Yeah, we always talk about res geste, that spontaneous utterance. I walked outside this morning and went, wow, because there was a flower where there wasn't a flower yesterday. Wow. Right? That's also how the goodies show up. Wow. I met her. Wow. I came here. Wow. Right? I had this idea. Wow. So, Joe Weldon, how much power does God need from you to make this happen? How cool is that? Ready? Since you're the dance of humanity and divinity, right? Do you really think the divineness of you needs your human push?
Yeah.
The divineness of you really, is singing the sacred song and inviting you to hum along. And what we do is we enter into inner arguments, and then we say, it's your fault, right? I'm not happy with you.
No
right? If you did something.
We've just become 100% humanity rather than
100% humanity, and we become an argument and an assertion versus a declaration of being. Join Remarkable.com. All right, and what else do we have? One more?
One more.
This is so yummy.
Okay. So thank you, Fantastic.
That's right, Zuli.
Question. And now we're up to the last question today is from Remarkable Lisa Anna Rock, White Hot Risk. And Lisa asks, hello 20 in Victoria. David White, a contemporary poet and speaker, engaging major corporations in the conversation of creativity in business, said of his wife, I know her so well now, I haven't the slightest clue who she really is.
Amen.
That's gorgeous.
Isn't it? It's beautiful, isn't it?
Another voice says, the more risk you take, the luckier you get. Nothing to do with hard work. I made the most amount of money when I brought people in to run my companies, not when I was running the companies. And finally, Joe Weldon shared a fantastic TED talk about the power of community in realising our dreams. I feel there is much wisdom here regarding community and vulnerability, which I've only began to tap into. I'm excited to risk dancing with the blind man. Oh, we love that movie.
Ooh,
And being so known, the people don't have the slightest clue who I really am. What say you? I love that. Anyway, yes.
how yummy is this?
Yeah.
So, God, I'm pondering where it was. It was on a one-on-one call this week, and I was sharing where Remarkable came from. And Tim Norman was in one of the originals, or several of the originals, way back in the old days in the old country. And so I had friends doing all right. I was the internet marketing guy probably in Connellsville, Pennsylvania. If I mention making money on the internet, they all go to eBay and porn. Which do you do? I just say it's a little of both, right? Just joking around because they wouldn't get it. And one night we were watching Fiddler on the Roof. And Tevier and friends were doing this dance, and they were just hanging out. And I realized fellowship. Their ability to be vulnerable, their ability to bring the value of themselves to the equations. All these different men living in a village, having different occupations. And I looked at this and I thought, I want this. I need community. Because if I stay in the black box, I spin out. Right? My friend Frank, Frank is from the old country, and Frank is a pilot. And one of the things that they teach you in pilot school is how to fly blind.
Yeah.
So by instrument rating only. And it's like, fuck me, right? That's incredible, right? I've done scuba diving and gotten disoriented underwater. Fascinating experience. And it's so easy to get disoriented underwater on your own. In scuba, when you take scuba, they teach you sign language. That way you can let them know I'm fucked up, right? And you can communicate back and forth and settle each other down. They did that so I didn't pop my eardrums, which is good because I like my eardrums. And this whole thing, as you know, especially you guys are Remarkable know, I'm nuts about community. And what we settle for is data exchange. Even in a lot of communities, it's just data exchange. And it's like, I crave connection. Y'all are Remarkable that went shopping with me this morning or watched the video later. Was it a hoot? You know, I can remember when Jamaica was here, and Gaza, and Joe, and most of y'all have been shopping with me on the bike trail or something, at the pool, and we live in a culture that is so darn head-oriented, and I love head, but I also love heart. And when the head, the heart, and the belly can all dance in a group, one-on-one, the relationships stop becoming antagonistic, and they become what I'll just call a tango of transformation. Lynn says that was the best shopping trip. All right, I'll take you on a one-on-one shopping trip sometime.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Take a market day.
Yeah,
because they're always fun.
I love
with the
taking people to
markets.
the market. Right? Yeah. So when we can be in a group and be one-on-one and allow the tango of transformation to happen, in other words, share space, not just stuff. Right? Oh, yeah, you like hot sauce, I like hot sauce too. All right, now we're best fucking friends. Right? That may be where something begins. Having a passion or an interest about something similar. On the other hand, the tango of transformation happens when every now and then I talk to Mark Dockery. Mm-hmm. And neither one of us has an agenda or a destination from what I can tell when we have a chat. But I walk away a richer human being. And crass commercial for Remarkable. I tell y'all, ask for 2 minutes. Ask for 2 minutes from me. Ask for 2 minutes from any other member. Don't sit there and stare at a screen. I love my screens, but more importantly, I love using my screens to connect with people. This showed up in a call this week as well. and you DDD people know this, touch them with your eyes, bathe them with your words. Please. Touch people. Don't just look at them with your eyes. Touch them with your eyes. Bathe them with your words. Develop or join communities that do that. I was telling Victoria this week, I've always formed my own communities because I didn't want to train by myself. So I started teaching. I trained the most deadly guys that I possibly could. And we had a lot of fun trying to kill each other. And I thought, that was fun. What else can I do? Yeah, joining communities, building communities. There's something special there. I wrote a book years ago called The 2020 Mastermind Method. I probably still have it somewhere. I'll have to dig that up. But I really love Napoleon Hill's definition of a mastermind. When two or more minds come together in perfect harmony toward a common objective, a mastermind is formed. And Napoleon Hill was a little bit in the head too much for me, and that's fine. But when two or more are gathered in my name, right? I'm going to a completely different level here. And when two or more are gathered together in my name.
In my name.
I'm talking,
yes.
what's my name? Jesus, the Christ, your Savior. Right? Wow. Right? And now we're talking. Right? And it's not just, and here's the one final bit. Inside of me are a whole bunch of me's. Happy loving teacher, happy loving puppy dad, happy loving what? Husband. Right?
Yes.
Inside of me, there are a whole bunch of me's. Black belt, cop. Guy was a dick today when I'm letting him out of the parking lot. You guys who are in the shopping call will have heard that. And it's just like, all right, he's being a dick. He's got the right to. And I immediately categorize his rego plate. Because as a cop, that's what you do. Someone's a dick. You put their identification stuff in your brain. Because if he rolls out and smashes into someone and takes off or whatever, if he continues to be an asshole, I can be an asset. But that's the state called cop. I don't remember it now. It's gone. Right? Happy loving teachers here. But you have all these ages, all these altitudes you can perceive from. You've got seasons you can perceive from. You've got identities you can perceive from and participate from. So if you join a group and you go, I'm going to stay the same way I am, and join a group, you're going to stay the same way you are and join a group. On the other hand, if I can show up in a group and be a capable teacher, a lovely little boy, friendly Frank, because you guys shopping with me, I'm friendly and I'm frankly, right? Right? Yeah, y'all saw me. I'm fucking hugging Josh. Right? Love you. Come on, Josh, get on camera. All right.
We love Josh.
Yeah, we love Josh. Right?
Yeah.
Got QB on the camera. It's lovely. Right?
Yeah.
I'm frank. I'm friendly. So you can really, 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 really play with his heaps. And I've got an internal community, and I form external communities.
Yes.
Got it?
Yeah.
One without the other just means, right? You're a member. I'm looking for more than members.
It's really nice, actually, because it feels a little bit of a glimpse with Revalue Yourself with Len.
Yes.
Revalue yourself with all the communities that are in you and that you, become involved with outside of you. And yeah.
Y'all in Remarkable, notice the value that we brought to Josh. Notice the value that we brought to Cube. They lit up like pregnant teenage girls.
Cube.
Right? They really did. And Cube looked really nice.
Nice.
And it's that when I revalue, when I vulnerable, when I value-able me, I can get Cube on camera. And you can all meet one of my long-term friends. And I can get Josh on camera. And some of y'all have met Josh when you were here in Australia. And it's lovely. Yeah, they did light up, didn't they? Lovely, Mark.
Cool.
All right. And I bet you guys did too. Around the world.
Yeah, I would have.
Yeah.
And that's the community bit.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like this
Communion.
giving forth and passing
Fusion.
back.
Union.
Yeah.
It's not just, let's all get together and enjoy some beers. Right? Union. So.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay.
Yep. Let's just shack up and pay the bills together. Right?
Okay.
Holy matrimony.
Yeah. All right.
All righty. Mark says he paused a movie to watch.
Oh, good on you.
Nice. Let me know the movie.
All right. So, thank you, Lisa, for your question. And what we want to know now is tell us, what was your hashtag strawberry bit?
Ha.
Oh, there's been too many to remember. There's been loads. So I'm going to skip that. I'm going to say thank you. It was ace, and there's been, loads of little bing-bings. What about you?
I'm starving. I fucking swear to God, I'm starving. As much as I get, I want more. I just, I was chatting with Coral the other day. And so Victoria's on special assignments. So I told Coral, I says, I'll call you on the way to the pool. So I call her on the way to the pool. And among other things, my friend Carol Sue was walking out. And that's not her real name. And there's a story there. Because I put her in the wrong Xbox. Right? So when I meet people, I go, right. So I take their name and I put them in a box with all the other people with the same name. Right? So like Nancy Parker's here. And so, when I meet Nancy in person, which I don't know who she is anyway, but actually I already have put Nancy in the same box as another Nancy.
All right.
Because when I hear, so all these Nancys come up at once. So I screwed up with Carol Sue, right? So we shared a swim lane or two together. And then I went to the gym. She gave me a hug when she saw me join the gym. Because I just told her when we shared a swim lane, you're really nice to share a lane with, because some people are assholes. And if there's an asshole in the room, I'm it. And I joined the gym. She runs over. She gives me a hug. And she goes, I don't know your name. I don't know yours either. And she tells me. And I put her in the Carol box. She should be in the Sue box. Another X. I said, all right. So when I called her Carol, she goes, my name ain't Carol. I said, oh, fuck me. Right? Yeah, dadgummit. Right? What's your name? She goes, Sue. And I said, oh, you're in the wrong Xbox. She looks at me and I tell her. So long story short, I'm walking in. I'm talking to Coral. Greeting and meeting people the whole way in, hassling people at the butcher shop. I was ruthless. And so Coral gets to meet me, meeting people, seeing people, so on and so forth. And Carol Sue comes out. She gives me a hug. Where you been? Haven't seen you in a long time. And when she's leaving again, I go, hey, give me another cuddle. And she's all over me, right? And it's nothing bad. Or swanky, right? It's just like, we just two lovely people being lovely people. And that to me is what it's all about. Can we, honest to God, participate more in our own lives so we can participate more everywhere? Invite people to show up. God, when people show up, boom, boom, boom. Darker, wrong Xbox. It's so true, man. It's so true. It's true.
You got a few of them.
Yeah, I got a few. Regrets, I've got a few.
Okay, babe.
All right.
What would you like to say?
Your strawberry bit.
I did.
Oh, sorry. I got lost on my
I thought
bullshit.
you were talking about your strawberry bit, but it
I
wasn't.
was. Yeah.
I thought so
Community,
too.
connection.
Yeah.
Like, I'm starving.
Yes.
Like 2 minutes, one-on-ones, group calls. I'm still starving. All right? Because it's just like, I want to connect with you. I want to connect with you. I want to connect with you. And some of y'all watched me or heard me get shot down. Yeah, while shopping, right? Self-checkout girl was not connectable. All right. It's all right. Still love you.
Cool.
All right. People are starving for connection. Vulnerable. Valuable. You are valuable enough that if you just be a little vulnerable, share you. Wow. Love y'all. Zara, nice to see you. Lisa, nice to see you too. Have a great day, gang. Watch from the top and shop till you drop. See ya.